and the examples are planaria, fasciola, tinea. Now see the diagrams. That is the planaria, left hand side, liver fluke, tapeworm. Okay. The next phylum is Nematohelminthes or Nematoda or Aschelminthes. Now they are also bilaterally symmetrical triploblastic, but they are pseudocoelomate. They may be free living and may be parasitic, and their body is cylindrical but unsegmented, and body is covered with a thick tough cuticle. Sexes are separated, and in case of Ascaris, the male is shorter and the female is larger, and at the posterior end of the male, their male portion or the posterior portion is curved. Okay, and their alimentary system is complete with mouth and anus, and their mouth is with 3 to 6 lips, and they have sensory papillae. Okay, now what are the examples? Ascaris, Wuchereria, etc. Now these are the some microscopic pictures of the parasites. Now this is the detailed structure of roundworm. The left hand side is the female one and the right hand side is the male one. Now see the size. Okay, and the posterior end. Now the next phylum is Annelida. They are triploblastic, coelomate, bilaterally symmetrical, elongated and cylindrical worm-like. And the most important thing is that their body is divided into segments by ring-like grooves or annules, externally and internally both. And these segments are known as the metameres. Okay, and their body is covered with cuticle, and if they are aquatic, they possess parapodia for their swimming, and if they are terrestrial, then they possess chitinous cytae as their locomotory organs. Now digestive system is complete because they have separate mouth and anus, and they possess cutaneous respiration. Okay, and their circulatory system is closed type. Closed type means their body fluid or blood is remain restricted into the blood vessels. They are not opened into the body cavity like the open circulatory system, and they possess hemoglobin. And nephridia is their excretory organ. They may be unisexual, may be bisexual, and their larva is known as trochophore. Okay, an example: Nereis, Ferritima and Hirudeneria. These are the diagrams, and these are the some live examples with pictures. Okay, now the next phylum is phylum Arthropoda. Now they are also triploblastic, coelomate, bilaterally symmetrical and segmented organism, but the main thing is that their body is differentiated into head, thorax and abdomen, and their body is enclosed into a thick chitinous exoskeleton, and their appendages are jointed appendages. That's why they are arthropods. Okay, and their body cavity is known as the hemocoel, which is filled up with the hemolymph, and their circulatory system is open. That means their body fluid is open into the body cavity, and their respiratory organs, in case of aquatic form it is gills, in case of terrestrial form it may be trachea, may be book lung or book gills. Okay, now excretory organ is their malpighian tubules. Sex are separated, and fertilization may be internal or external. Development may be indirect or direct. Metamorphosis is present. Now these are the examples: Limulus, Planium, Peripatus. Okay, now the next phylum is phylum Mollusca. their body is very soft, unsegmented, triple plastic and bilaterally symmetrical, and their body is divided into head, visceral mass which is covered with a covering known as mantle, and the muscular foot, and this is the identifying characteristics of this phylum. Okay, and they have external or internal cell, it may be calcareous, and they have complete alimentary canal, and respiratory system is ctenidia in case of aquatic form and pulmonary in case of terrestrial form, and excretory organ is nephridia, sex are separated, and fertilization may be internal or external, and development may be direct or indirect by the veligal larva. Circulatory system is open. Okay, now these are the example: Pila, Chiton, Unio, Loligo and the Sepia. Now mollusca are divided into two categories. First one is gastropod and the second one is cephalopods. Now Loligo, Sepia, octopus, these are the cephalopods because they have no external shell. Their cell is present inside their body, internal in nature. Okay, and others are like Chiton, Pila, these are the gastropods. Okay, now these are some live pictures. Now another phylum is phylum Echinodermata. They are triple plastic, obviously coelomate, radially symmetrical body, and their body has oral and aboral surface. Now oral surface bears the mouth along with the ambulacral groove, and aboral surface bears the madreporoid. Now see the structure. Here the madreporoid and here the mouth. Okay, now this is the oral surface where the mouth is pointed, and this is the aboral surface where the madreporoid is pointed. Okay, now they have a special type of system known as water vascular system, and this water vascular system is very important because it helps in the transportation, in the excretion and in the food capturing, and they have some special structure known as tube feet which is involved in the locomotion as well as respiration. Sex are separated and fertilization may be internal or external, and development is indirect with the help of larva. Okay, and these are the examples: starfish, beetle star, sea cucumber, sea lily, sea urchin, these are the examples. Okay, now see here also. Now the last phylum is the phylum Hemichordata. Now this is triploblastic, coelomate, cylindrical and worm-like organism, and this organism is actually the linker between the non-chordates and chordates. They possess some chordate characters and some non-chordate characters. Okay, and their body is divided into proboscis, here the red-like structure, collar and the trunk, and the pharynx is perforated by the gill slits, and the stomochord is actually the degenerated notochord which is the characteristics of chordata, and their circulatory system is open type, and respiration by the gills, and their excretory organ is the proboscis. Sex are separated and fertilization is external and development is indirect, and the example is the Balanoglossus. Okay, now this is all about the non-chordate organisms from phylum Porifera to phylum Hemichordata. Okay, now at the next part we will discuss the chordata. Now till that, read properly, and if they have any query please contact me. Thank you.